It's that time again where I take 10 minutes out of your day to give you the most unemployed slop of the week. Here we go, let's get into it. Okay, let's get into this. So the streamer in that clip that I just showed you right there is known by MORGPIE on Twitch. She basically just does just chatting streams and sometimes gaming, but she's more known for her other link. Now, I had no idea who this person was before I was sent this story, but while doing my research on this person, I found out they were actually banned on Twitch once before back in 2023. Apparently, she was banned for being, I shit you not, topless on stream while playing Fortnite. Alright. Oh damn, I guess she's been banned 10 times. My bad, y'all. But to follow up with that, MORGPIE has come under fire again because she has just done something unbelievable on stream, and that's having a human place. Good. Good. You can just call me a Neanderthal after watching that clip. I lost so many brain cells. Oh my god. Listen, and I'm not judging. I know it's a kink, but there's just a time and place for that. And a Twitch live stream is just not the time and place for that. Now, you would assume that Twitch would just ban her and they would just move on with their day. Boom, she's banned. She'll just be back in a week. They didn't even ban her for this one. Now, what's funny about this is Mr. Clancy actually did respond to this, and his response to all of this was, it doesn't violate our TOS, and she wasn't viewbotting. As far as I'm concerned, this also appears to be consensual. I admire the innovation streamers bring to the platform. A lot of f***ing innovation, man. I mean, it's good to note that he's looking out for the viewbotters and the human I mean, the innovation, man. The innovation. Listen, in my personal opinion, I do think MORGPIE should just be permanently banned. If you've been banned more than 10 times on a platform, I don't know why you should keep coming back. But that's just my final opinion. Anyways, let's move on to the next story. So this streamer right here is EXTRAEMILY. I'd honestly be a little bit surprised if you don't know her at the moment. She's been in a handful of controversies, but recently she's actually been in 2, and that includes MrBeast and viewbotting. Now, the first controversy she dipped in was with MrBeast, and basically what she did is ruin his entire video, essentially. Now, this video was posted 2 weeks ago, and it's called How I Tricked the Internet, and the premise of this video was pretty simple. He basically had like 80 or 100 streamer setups in this giant warehouse, and what he was gonna do was crash pretty much all the streams and try to surprise the chat. But EXTRAEMILY was there and spoiled the entire thing, pretty much.
And then, it finally happened.
Pretty sure I can go live. Like, I don't-
Are you live?
Yes.
You're live?
Yes.
Wait, it ruins everything.
You got bro stressing on the left and EXTRAEMILY laughing like this. I'm dead, bro.
What are you doing?
They said I could go live.
Oh gosh, what am I?
Nice to finally meet you.
How's it going?
I did the green screen and kind of knew immediately.
Oh.
But
He was so happy at first, and then he was just so disappointed when he left.
I think, everyone told Jimmy it looked great. Because it did look great.
Try to keep it, hey, try to be for just.
Now, after this was posted, I did see EXTRAEMILY catch some heat on Twitter, but honestly not nearly as much for the next situation that she dipped into, and that was looking at a ViewBot live on Twitch. Okay, she wasn't technically looking at the ViewBot, but what happened was she was streaming and she accidentally hovers over her Chrome tab, which shows an open tab for a ViewBot. Now, a Twitch streamer known as Your Rage actually came out trying to defend EXTRAEMILY by saying it was an ad pop-up from the newly viral 6-7 website.
When you play that one 6-7 game, everybody knows it's a fake site for the most part. They say XQC is on it, all these other streamers is on it. No one got exposed for being fake. Then they shut down the website after releasing a fake receipt of Emily. Got exposed. Don't care. They're still gonna call Emily like a fraud or some shit.
I mean, damn, this tweet just has everything I want to say. He got it spot on. Thank you, Don K. Now, what Yuri is trying to say is that the 6-7 website basically had an ad pop-up for this ViewBot AI or whatever the fuck. But that would be false because she's on an incognito tab. And on top of that, the creator actually denied that and said the only pop-ups he would ever show are steak and lovable ads. And because of all of this, EXTRAEMILY has actually taken a break from streaming and hasn't gone live in about 6 days from the time of me editing this. Let me know how you feel about EXTRAEMILY in the comments down below, because I'm curious.
We got the ARBYS and Rod Wave. It's time to grub. I'm gonna move.
Remember when we was shit on ARBYS? let's go back to that. So if you're doom scrolling on TikTok, I'm assuming you've seen this. We have the ARBYS takeover going on that platform right now. And what's weird about this trend is there's actually like two sides of it. There's one side where people are going into ARBYS, playing Rod Wave, and ordering the worst sandwiches known to mankind.
We're gonna be trying Arby's 10-pound meat mountain.
For the love of God, please don't put that in your mouth. Oh my God, no, please. Oh, why would you do that?
Best sandwich I've ever had.
Why the fuck you lying to me, Caden Scoots? Don't do that again. Now, the other terrible side of this trend is the AI-generated brain rot slop side. That was a long-ass name. And I guarantee if you go on TikTok right now and search up ARBYS takeover, this is exactly what's gonna show up, and it's awful.
So the creator of this picture that I talked about in my last video leaked the actual ChatGPT script that he used to make that monstrosity of a photo. And oh my God, this is the most expansive AI prompt that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Now that picture that he's referencing right there is from a TikTok account called TheySayLover234, and this is the picture that he was talking about. Oh my God. Honestly, now I understand why 119% of you do not subscribe to me while watching my videos, because I cover dumb shit like this. Subscribe, y'all. And if you were ever so curious on how he actually made this picture with AI, this is the prompt that he used to create the picture. I've never seen something more detailed in my life. I'm honestly impressed. Then again, did he really write this prompt, or did he also AI generate the prompt? I don't know, this is the stupidest topic I've ever covered. Yes, I know Pyrocynical just covered this in his recent video. I don't care, I want to talk about it. I'm already being called a clone anyways. Now, unlike the last topic, I actually do think this trend is pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Basically, to summarize it all up, people will get into small groups and just run straight through the Scientology building, making as much noise as possible. They'll hold air horns and just scream half the time, and they try to get through as much of the building as possible before they're eventually kicked out. And people have even started to create a map from all these TikToks, trying to map down what the Scientology building looks like from the inside. Now, what's the point of getting the fastest time? I don't know, clout maybe? But the funniest thing about this is a lot of Scientology buildings in LA have actually started removing their door handles because of these speedruns. It's getting out of hand, man. Honestly though, respect to all the speedrunners. Scientology. So if you guys didn't know already, back in February of this year, there was a brand new Xbox CEO announced, and her name is Asha Sharma. Now, before she was ever appointed as CEO for Xbox, she only ever worked with AI, so a lot of people were not really happy with this decision and actually had a lot of racism towards her for no reason at all. But this month, she has actually done something insane for all Xbox users, and that's decreasing the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate price from $29.99 a month all the way down to $22.99 a month. While it may not be the $20 that we remember, it's still a decrease from the $30, and that's something that we really don't see with subscriptions nowadays. I feel like we only see an increase in price now, especially with you, Netflix. I'm looking right at you. On top of the Game Pass price decrease, she has also announced the brand new rebrand from Microsoft Gaming back to Xbox, scrapped the This Is Xbox marketing campaign, committed to human-crafted games and ruled out low-quality AI content, which is actually huge for Xbox, and boosted direct fan engagement on X with faster responses and updates, which I find a pretty big W. Right when everyone thought that Xbox was in the gutter, it came right back up, and that just makes me so happy because Xbox 360 is literally what I grew up on. And also with the price decrease in the Game Pass, this means that COD will no longer be available day one on the Game Pass, but who really cares who's playing this shit anyways? But that's pretty much all the Unemployed Slop I got for you this week. Comment down below which topic to you was the most interesting. Have a great rest of your day, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, guys.